Welcome to the Making the Most of Your On-Campus Job webinar. My name is Sandy, the Job Location and Development Program Coordinator. For students who are working on campus in a part-time position, you should be seeing it as more of an opportunity than just a job itself. This webinar will talk about how to turn your on-campus job from just a way to earn money to a valuable work experience. So you just got hired on campus. Now what? Part-time employment is not only an opportunity to earn money, it also provides you with valuable work experience and an opportunity to test and develop skills. This will benefit you as you move from one work situation to another or from one career to another. Working while you're in school gives you a step up from the rest. When you graduate, you will have a solid work history, which will help you in looking for full-time jobs, many marketable skills, and reliable references like supervisors and coworkers. You also learn a great sense of time management. It takes some serious skills to balance life, school, and work. It may be difficult, but this will definitely help you prepare for post-grad life. You can also use your part-time job to explore different career paths. Are you interested in business or administration? Try finding a job in a UIC office. Looking for lab experience? UIC has plenty of research facilities to explore. Working while you're in school has many benefits, but only if you're willing to put in the work as well. And there is no better way to gain experience than on the job. When you're on your on-campus job, the biggest thing to keep in mind is to take it seriously. On-campus jobs can vary in terms of difficulty and commitment. And many students want an on-campus job as a way to earn money while studying, so it may not be a priority to develop professional skills. A lot of people refer to their part-time job as just a job. However, you get the maximum amount of benefits if you put your max amount of effort into the job. Don't just treat it as just a job. Think of it as valuable work experience. It's a great way to add to your resume while you're still in school. But be aware that it's only a valuable work experience if you take it seriously. This is your building blocks and how you want to be portrayed. Build an impression on your boss, coworkers, or the population you service about who you are and how you project yourself. A key point in maximizing your on-campus job is understanding what transferable skills are. Once you can identify what transferable skills you're gaining, you can then add them to your resume and interviewing repertoire. So what are transferable skills? These are skills or qualities that can be used in a variety of roles and industries, so thus skills that you can transfer. Do you have these? For sure. These are common skills that can be developed at many places such as jobs, student organizations, volunteering, etc. This is a big plus to working part-time while you're in school. You're not only learning the concepts and information to excel in your chosen career, you are also learning the hallmarks of a great employee as well. Another thing to note is hard versus soft skills. Hard skills are teachable and measurable. For example, these can include your skills in Microsoft Office, Adobe Photoshop, social media platforms, lab skills, languages, or certifications. Soft skills are traits of a good employee. So being organized, being independent, hardworking, being part of a team, and problem solving. As mentioned before, you not only have to be competent in your chosen career skills, you also have to be a good employee as well. So that is where soft skills come in. Like transferable skills, make sure that you're recognizing where your hard and soft skills lie. Another great benefit of your part-time job is networking. What is networking? Networking is the process of meeting and sharing of information with individuals and groups of people in your field of interest. The whole point of networking is to establish relationships and connections, which equal more opportunities. Why? Your references and your connections are super important because more than likely, recruiting and hiring managers tend to choose candidates that they know versus a stranger. So you can definitely start building your network while you're still in school. Also, by making yourself known and by building a network, you will most likely come to mind to these recruiting and hiring managers when they're recruiting for future paid job opportunities. So who's in your network? These are all the different groups of people that you can network with at your part-time job. They can include your supervisors or managers, any of the full-time staff members within your department, graduate and teaching assistants as well, your fellow coworkers, and anyone else that you might interact from other UIC departments as a function of your job. Consider everyone you meet at your job as a possible reference and connection. Who knows? The next job you get may be from your network, so it is important to maintain good relationships. You can also develop professional work skills at your part-time job. These skills will follow you throughout your career, and if you build a good foundation, you're setting yourself up for success. As you develop these skills, you'll become more confident in them and present as a solid candidate for any position you apply to. They include being punctual, professional business writing, being productive, being accountable, and building effective work habits. Your part-time job may be a set part of your routine, and so you tend to overlook some valuable skills and experiences that can be great to add to your resume. Don't forget to keep track of your accomplishments because, again, your part-time job is a valuable work experience. When adding to your resume, make sure to look at your job and position description to help you out when trying to define what your role is and what your duties are. Evaluate what relevant and transferable skills you have developed in your part-time job experience, and also keep track of your accomplishments. For example, how many times did it happen? How much did you approve? Adding quantifiable details such as that is going to help improve your resume. And overall, focus on what you have done, not just the function of the department. What was your role in the position itself so that you can specify what sort of skills and relevant experiences that you are adding. Okay, now let's show you an example of how to use your job description to add to your resume. It can be pretty difficult to put into words what exactly you do at work, so make it easier on yourself and use the same language that your own place of employment uses to describe your position. For this example, you're going to be looking at a member service attendant at the UIC Recreation Center. As you can see, I pulled this description straight from the website. If you can't find your own job description as easily, look back at your job application or ask your supervisor. They most likely will have a copy. As you can see in this job description, you can see the responsibilities and duties associated with this position title. You can take the bullet points and then customize them to your own. Remember to add specific details and quantify. First off, you want to look at your job description and identify what are the sort of transferable skills that you are doing within this position. For example, looking at this job description for the member service attendant, I can see communication, problem solving, and teamwork. So we're going to be using these transferable skills and making sure they're represented within the experience section on your resume. Okay, now let's scroll down to this section right over here, and as you can see, I went ahead and formatted this as a sample work experience section. As a general reminder, make sure you're including where you work, the city and state, your position title, and your dates of employment. And then underneath, we're going to be using the bullet points to describe your duties and responsibilities and accomplishments. The first thing I'm going to do is look at these bullet points here and see what is the main sort of duties and responsibilities I would like my work experience section to reflect. A main part of this position is customer service. So these first two bullet points would be perfect for your first bullet point here. I'm simply going to copy and paste this one, put it down here, change the tense, provide, and then use the second bullet point to add specific detail. Copy and paste, put it down here, and there you go. There is your first bullet point of your work experience section in showing the customer service duty and responsibility, and then adding in that specific situation right here. Now let's go ahead and add a second bullet point, and this time let's go ahead and use some transferable skills. In customer service, communication and problem solving are going to be a main part of your position there. So how should we show that? In dealing in a customer service position, your main population is going to be your guests and your customers. So I would recommend using communication and problem solving in regards to dealing with your customers. So, for example, You can use dealing with customers in terms of helping them resolve any issues or any refunds in this capacity as a way to show your communication and problem-solving skills. So I would go ahead and use resolve any issues with customers as needed, such as membership, billing, and refunds. And now we're going to specify that we are using communication and problem-solving skills in order to accomplish this duty. And there you go. Our second bullet point is done. And now for the last bullet point, we're going to be talking about teamwork as your last transferable skill to add to this work experience section. I'm going to be using these last two bullet points here about enforcing facility entrance policies and ensuring safety and security to talk about how many people you work with in a team. So I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste this down here. I'm just going to change the tense right here. And then go ahead and combine that. And then at the end, add the detail in a team of 10. And there you go, our third and last bullet point. We have successfully and easily added your on-campus part-time job to your resume. Now here are some general tips to keep in mind while you're at your on-campus part-time job. First off, take initiative. Look or ask for additional projects from your manager or supervisor. This shows your independence and your willingness to take on new things, as well as getting the added benefit of developing your professional work skills. Make sure to ask plenty of questions about the processes, about your role in the department, or what the department does here at the university. Make sure to take notes and manage your time wisely with your given projects. Always ask for feedback from your manager and supervisor in order to make sure that you are doing well and to gauge your level of performance. And remember, you get what you put into the job. If you want this to be a valuable work experience, then treat it like a valuable work experience, not just somewhere where you can clock in and clock out. The Student Employment Office also hosts the Job Location and Development Program. If you are interested in getting career-related off-campus part-time employment while attending school, check it out. It's an advising program that helps you develop job search skills and connects you to opportunities. For more information and to fill out an interest form, visit go.uic.edu/JLD. Join us next Wednesday, April 29th, 2020 from 12 to 1 p.m. for our Student Employment Live Chat Q&A session. Join this session if you have any questions about what it's like to work on campus as a student employee, like where to apply, what's the pay like, where can you work, and other things related to working on campus in a part-time position. You can check out the events page on the Student Employment website for the link to join this session. Thank you for connecting with us at our Making the Most of Your On-Campus Job webinar. If you have any questions, feel free to connect with us through phone or email as shown on the screen. We are also offering virtual appointments and walk-ins, so feel free to email us at studentjobs@uic.edu to inquire on how to do so. Have a nice day and stay healthy.